Good morning, everyone. My name's Andrea Manson. I'm the Marketing Manager at Myriad IT. Thank you all for joining us this morning for our webinar. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. There'll be time for questions at the end, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them then. I will keep everybody on mute just so that the sound quality is as high as possible. So if you do have any issues or anything like that, please feel free to use the chat window. I'd like to also introduce our presenters today. From ClickDimensions, we have Chantel Schumacher. She's the Sales Director for Asia Pacific, and she's going to be giving us an overview of ClickDimensions. From Myriad IT, we have Eliza Benitez, who is a business analyst. She's going to be giving us a demonstration of how you can use ClickDimensions for membership organisations. So without any further ado, I'm going to hand over to Eliza. Oh, sorry, to Chantel. My apologies, to Chantel.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. I will show my screen here, and let me just pull this up. All right, so ClickDimensions, thanks everyone for joining. I just want to give a slight overview of who we are before Eliza gets started. So ClickDimensions is a full marketing automation suite. We are built exclusively for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. We are native inside of the CRM environment, so all of our customers today use Microsoft Dynamics. About half of them are using CRM Online. The other half are using CRM on-premise or partner-hosted. We have customers today in over 60 countries. Australia is actually our third largest market globally. And we offer a lot of functionality that we bring right into your Dynamics CRM instance that expands that great functionality you have out of the box. So what we bring into Dynamics CRM is all of these features you see here and then some. So email marketing, of course, is a large piece for a lot of our clients. A lot of them have moved over from separate email service providers, and so we offer a number of things inside of CRM for you to be able to create templates. There's multiple editors. You'll be able to see tracking. That's all fed right back into CRM in real time. And then once that person is clicking and doing things with email, we also get into the web tracking scenario. So we actually will track everybody that comes to that web page, whether they come from email or they come from a remarketing ad or they come directly to your website. We track from an IP organizational standpoint. We also track what your contacts and leads are doing specifically, what pages are they looking at, how long are they looking at them. All of that information is tracked right into CRM. There's lead scoring functionality that is also in the solution. So based on what your recipients do with emails or what contacts or leads or anonymous visitors are doing on your website, they accumulate lead scoring. And that's great for marketers and salespeople as you're prioritizing who you're going to follow up with and as you're adding people to campaigns. There's great nurture marketing builders. So this is actually a nice little alternative to workflow, and it lets you drag and drop to set up nurture campaigns. It's really simple and easy to use. All of our entities also tie into CRM workflow. So as you're building out business process, there's all kinds of things you can do with ClickDimensions entities in there. We have integrations with a couple of bulk SMS providers globally, and so you're able to send SMSs from right inside of CRM. You create them in CRM, and then you can see even the replies can come back in. There is campaign tracking, so that's being able to tie everything back to native CRM campaigns as you're tracking ROI and conversion rates and all of those great things that you're going to want to know. There's form capture capabilities, so we have really nice form editors that you're able to design web forms with. We can also take any existing forms and map them into Dynamics CRM, and then you can put all kinds of automation on the back side. There's full survey functionality, so anything you want surveys for, you can add skip logic to your surveys as well. So if your recipients are answering questions different ways, you can bounce them around in the surveys. ClickDimensions will also host any number of landing pages for you. So we have really nice, easy editors for you to build landing pages, and we're happy to host those for you as well. There's a social discovery aspect to it, so that pulls in anything public on your contacts or leads that we find out there. There's event management. So traditional event management you can do with our entities up here, but we also have out-of-the-box integrations with providers such as Eventbrite, GoToWebinar, WebEx. If you use any of those tools, we can tie all of that into CRM for you seamlessly as well. And then a big piece, of course, is training and support, and of course partners such as Myriad that know our solution inside and out. So the biggest thing when Eliza brings you into Dynamics CRM, you're going to see ClickDimensions in there. Again, we are not a separate solution, so everything will be done inside of Microsoft Dynamics CRM today. All of our customers, like I mentioned before, use Microsoft Dynamics CRM and traditionally have used separate systems. So they're maybe used to managing separate silos of information. So you may have Dynamics CRM, you may have a separate email marketing tool, you're doing something else for analytics, maybe doing something else for surveys. If you're lucky, maybe they've had a connector here. What ClickDimensions has done, just to explain how our solution works, is we've brought everything into Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So our solution is actually hosted in Microsoft Windows Azure. We actually are hosted in the Australia data center over there. And so that our customers are able to do everything out of one database. So you'll create everything in one spot, you're going to execute from your Dynamics CRM database, and then in real time, all of those statistics are fed into your CRM. So as soon as a recipient is opening or clicking or doing things on the website or filling out forms, that information all comes into your CRM system in real time. Just a couple of things on ClickDimensions, just so you know who we are in the Microsoft world. So we are the market leader in the marketing automation space with Dynamics CRM. We are 100% focused on Microsoft Dynamics CRM. We have a Microsoft Dynamics CRM MVP on staff. We have the highest ranked solution on Microsoft's website today. So if you'd like to go out and see customer reviews. We are a gold Microsoft Dynamics CRM partner. We are actually the only marketing automation vendor that is certified for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So we are actually certified for 4.0, 2011, 2013, and 2015. We've won a Partner of the Year award from Microsoft on Solution Excellence. And there's just a number of other things that we've done in the Microsoft community. We really just focus in that area. And again, like I mentioned before, we have customers today in over 60 countries. With that, hopefully that gave you a nice little brief introduction of who ClickDimensions is before Eliza shows you some great scenarios. And so, Eliza, I think I'm going to switch it back over to you so you can go through the great things you're going to show examples of around membership organizations. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chantal, for the brief intro to ClickDimensions. Can everyone see my screen okay? I'm hoping everyone can. Just minimize this. Okay. Oops. Okay, so my name is Eliza, and today I'll be taking you through ClickDimensions, specifically for membership organizations. So I've worked with a few membership organizations today, and typically it's usually a membership administrator that is responsible for handling the marketing for their membership organization. So I'm going to be taking you through 8 scenarios that you can apply to your organization. If you're not a membership organization, these can still apply. So what we're going to go through is I'm going to show you how to create a list for your members that you want to reach out to. So right now I'm creating a new marketing list in CRM, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to select it as dynamic. So when a contact next becomes a member, they're going to be automatically added to this marketing list. So at the moment I'm in CRM, and I'm now going to select my members by making sure that I'm only selecting my active members. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm selecting active members, and as a result I have 5 active members, and we're going to go ahead and use this query. So what this is doing is it's allowing me to select all these active contacts who are members. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to create an email template for the members newsletter. So I'm going to create an email template. I'm in the email marketing area of CRM. And when I click on New, it's going to present me with the email template form. And I'm going to call this my July 15 members newsletter. And I'm going to select drag and drop as the editor type. And I'm going to give it a newsletter tag. That way I can sort my email templates by tags. And now I'm going to show you how to build the email template. So I'm clicking on Open Editor, and it's going to present me with layouts that I can select to create the email template. So over on the right hand side, as we scroll down, there's a lot of options that you can choose from. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the one that has the body and 3 columns, and I'll show you how easy it is to insert an image. So I'm clicking on the image, I'm clicking Select Image, and it's going to bring up a library image manager, and this is where I'll be able to upload images and select an image that I want to display on the email template. One of the new features is that I'm also able to drag and drop directly from my desktop. So I'm opening up one of my folders, and I'm going to drag and drop an image, and once I complete that, it's going to go ahead and upload the image in my image library, and then I'll be able to select it to use it in my email template. So I've just shown you 2 ways of how you can use images in your email template. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I can copy and paste content from a Microsoft Word file. So here's some text I prepared earlier, which I'm copying directly from Word. When I go back to the email template in CRM, all I need to do is select the Paste from Word function, and it will go ahead and copy the content into the email template. The cool thing that I can do is I can also select data from my contact record in CRM. So what I'm doing here is I'm now going to display the first name of the contact to be included in this email template. So everything that I'm doing right now, I don't need to know any code. This is all just ClickDimensions allowing me to create an email template. So now I'm just adjusting the size. I can change the font style and the sizing, and the next thing I'm going to do is show you other areas of the email template that I'm going to create. So again, all I'm doing is just copying and pasting from Word, and it's simple as that. Again, changing the size and inserting an image. So I've just speeded that up a bit. And what I'm showing you now is how to create an email address hyperlink. So sometimes when you send emails, you want to be able to have your recipients of the email to respond to you if there is an opportunity for them to contact you. So what I'm doing right now is I'm entering an email address, and I'm putting it as feedback. Clicked OK, And now that's generated the email hyperlink for me. I'm just going to insert one last image. So now what I'm doing is I'm now making the email look a bit more pretty by adding a divider line. I'm changing the style of it as well as the look of it. So I've selected the dotted style, and I'm also going to change the header and the footer to be more centered. So again, these are just standard functionalities of the email template. So at the header, I'm allowing the user to be able to open the email template into a browser if they have any issues opening it within their inbox. And now I'm going to be showing you how you can change the background of the header and the footer in the email template. So what I've done is I've changed the background of the header, and now I'm going to apply the same color into the footer. And as I scroll down, you can see that the footer has now been applied. The next thing I'm going to show you is how I can also change the background color of the email template. Again, it's just a matter of clicking on the background color square that you see, moving your mouse cursor around to find a shade that you like. If you do have company branding colors, you can also apply that in there as well. Other cool things that you can do in terms of changing the appearance is adding an email border, which is what I'm doing. Again, I'm using the color shade selector so that I can display a border. And as you can see, it's now applied it to the email. So the other thing that you can do is add social links to your email template. What I mean by this is it'll give the recipient the ability to share this email on their choice of social media, whether that's Facebook or LinkedIn, and that'll be able to give you more traction of your email that you send out to your recipients. So this is my email template that I've created. That's all I want to do with it. One thing that I would like to advise is sometimes you do want to create a hyperlink to one of your web pages on your website. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a link to the event registration page, and I'm just typing in the URL. So notice how all it is required is clicking buttons. I don't need to know HTML in order to do this. I'm simply doing this just using a mouse and my screen and ClickDimensions. It's that easy. My tip for you after this is preview your email template. So what I'm now showing you is what it's going to look like on a mobile interface. But then the other cool functionality that ClickDimensions provides is you actually get to see what it looks like across email platforms. What I did was I clicked on Inbox Preview, and the next thing that you have to do is click Run a New Inbox Preview. Now, because it's going through different interfaces, it will take a while to load. So I've just opened up another window where it will load in a moment. So what this is showing is you have the different email look and feel across your desktop email clients, what it's going to look like on mobile devices versus what it's going to look like on your web-based email clients such as Outlook.com, or if you use Gmail, you'll be able to see how it looks like. So I'll show you what it's going to look like on an iPad mini. And so the next thing that happens is it will show you an iPad interface. So it's going to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. And you can also look at the next device as well by clicking on any of the options at the top. And I'm also going to show you what it's going to look like on one of the desktop email interfaces. So this one's Outlook 2010. So again, this is what it's going to look like in Outlook 2010. So as you can see, it gives you a whole range of look and feels in terms of what the email will look like across different interfaces. So then the last thing you need to do is save your email template, refresh your email template record, and within minutes you have a wonderful email template that you can use for your members' newsletter. So the next scenario that I will be covering is, now that I've created this email template, I would like to send it out to our members. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an email send record, and I'm going to click on New, and I'm going to select the email template, and this will automatically pull through the subject I've already entered as part of that email template. But I can still modify that subject afterwards. And I'm going to make it look like as if it's coming from the CEO or the membership owner of the membership organization. And I'm also entering an email address. So I'm just doing a simple no reply email address. And I then have the ability to choose when to send the email. I can either send it using a date and time if I want to. So as you can see, there's time options that you can select, or you can send it immediately. So then I save my record, and we're going to go ahead and associate the list that I created earlier. So that's the email template already loaded. So we're going to go ahead and grab the members newsletter list, and it's as simple as that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm also going to create a test email. So what is a test email? It allows you to send your email to any address that you like, just so that you can see what the output of the email is. So at the moment I'm entering my own email address, and then I just click on test up here. And it's going to go ahead and generate what we call a spam assassin report. So it's going to identify different areas of the email that are likely to be assessed by the spam filter across the client emails. The standard procedure that a lot of the web email providers do. And this is the test email that has come through in my inbox. Notice that it's coming from Jack Piers, and it's also using that no reply email address that I previously entered. So this is what the email now looks like after I've sent it. So I'm just going to close out of here, and the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to perform split testing in ClickDimensions. So split testing is when you want to send one version of an email to a certain group within your list of contacts, and sending another type of email to the remaining group. So at the moment I am changing the subject, and I'm going to make it personal by including the person's first name in the subject line. So those characters that you're seeing, it's something that I've copied and pasted from the email template in the email message content, and I'm choosing to use the same email template. I'm not going to change it. So this is when you get to decide what your winning strategy is and when the winner should be selected. So I've got one version of the email as A and the other version as B. After 1 hour, it'll automatically select the winner. So I did it based on how many clicks the email had received. So the highest number of clicks will then be sent to the remaining contacts in the list. So at the moment, it's now generating the split test email, and it's acknowledging that I'm sending to 2 recipients within my 5 list of contacts, and then afterwards the remaining 3 recipients will receive the winning email based on the number of clicks. So now when I refresh this record, it's going to update to inactive. If you look over in the left-hand side of the corner, the status will be updated to inactive. Now if we go back into the email sends view, it's now dropped off from my drafts, and when I change it to split test, I'll see the email in here. So that's my email that has been sent. So the next thing that you want to be able to see is how your members interact with the email. So what I've done now is I've now opened up the sent view of the email send, and I'm going to show you the stats that are appearing now in this email. So within the email send record, there is a section called email statistics, and this will give you a nice visual representation of how your members interacted with your email. And because I've done a split test, it's also providing me details in there. Now, if you wanted to take these statistics and, let's say, get them out of CRM, you can do so by opening and downloading the email send statistics report. So this opens up as a PDF file, and it's essentially everything that you saw in the email send record in the statistics section. So as I scroll down, you'll notice that it's the same information. So what I can do is I can either print this record or I can email the statistics report as well. Like say if I wanted to send it to someone who hasn't been here recently that's asking for, hey, how are our members interacting with the emails, I can do so. The next cool thing that I'd love to show you is the click heat map. So this is pretty cool. This allows you to see where your members have been clicking in the email. So when this loads, it'll show you percentages of who's clicked on what. So I can see that people have clicked on the social links. I can see that people have clicked on the RSVP here link. And because I've done a split test, it'll also show me the results of the other email version. The other thing is you can also drill down to the level of who has actually clicked on the links within your email. So I'm opening up a report that already comes with ClickDimensions. I didn't need to build this report. It was already there for me to use. So I've clicked on the first link. So this is telling me everyone who's clicked on the social links, as well as everyone who's clicked on our register webpage link. So that gives you a nice overview of who has been clicking on your links within the email. The next thing I'm going to do is show you the sent emails, which gives you a very high-level overview of the interactions your members have had. As you can see, the bottom two, they were the recipients of the split strategy emails. Now, the email events is the actual individual interaction. So clicks, opens, bounces, the deliverable of the email, that's all captured within the email record itself. And then at a contact level, I can also see this information. So I'm opening up one of my members, and I'll be able to see this member's email interactions with my emails that I've sent recently, as well as which emails my member has received. The other area that I would like to show you is a dashboard for ClickDimensions that will give you a bird's eye view on all the email interactions to date that you've had with your members. So as you can see, there's some information in here. Sorry guys, one sec. And what I'm doing now is I'm enlarging that pie chart so that I can see all the records that make up the pie chart. The next thing I want to do is I want to be able to retain member engagement for my loyal members. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a marketing list where I want to see who my members are that have been a member with us for more than 5 years. And I'm making it dynamic so that each year when a member increases in terms of their membership duration with us, they'll be automatically added to this marketing list. So again, I'm in the marketing list. I've made it a contact list, and I'm just selecting the conditions here where I want it to equal to 5 or more in terms of their years as a member with us. So that's retrieved 3 contacts within my CRM, and now I'm going to use this marketing list So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create what we call a nurture program. So this is what Chantel mentioned in the beginning. This is a method of being able to create an automated engagement, automatic email interaction with your members. So because I'm reaching out to my loyal members, I'm giving them an offer where they can come along to the club room and present a complimentary voucher. So what I'm doing here is I'm selecting my loyal members marketing list that I've just created, and if I scroll down, we now have the builder area of our nurture program. So it's a simple drag and drop style. So I'm selecting an email that needs to be sent as part of this nurture program, and I already created one, so I'm now just going to select it. And again, I'm also going to make it look like as if it's coming from the club owner, Jacques Pius. And I'm also going to go ahead and insert a no reply email. So once I've done this, this is now going to enable an email to be sent to my loyal members using that marketing list. And the next thing I'm going to do is select a wait condition. So I'm putting a wait condition where if something hasn't happened within the time frame, I want a particular action to happen. So you can select days, weeks, or months. I'm selecting days. So I'm letting the nurture program perform an action after 2 days. And so the next thing that you have to do is actually put those conditions in. So the action that I've selected is, has a prospect opened the email? If they have opened the email, then I don't want anything to happen. But if they haven't opened the email, I want to assign it to one of my colleagues within the club so that they can personally phone that member and remind them about how they have received a special offer email because of how they've been with us for more than 5 years. So this is what I'm doing. I'm assigning it to myself, as well as I'm also going to notify myself when someone has not opened the email. So you can choose to take a different route. However, as a membership organization, I still want to keep the personal touch there. So I'm going to actually take on the responsibility to call the members that haven't opened up the email, just so that I can reach out to them and see how they're going. So by selecting this action, it will also provide a link to the member record. So in this scenario, if one of the members hasn't opened the email, I receive an email, and within that email, it will provide a link to the record in CRM. And that was that. So it was all simply just a drag and drop. And the final thing that you need to do is select run. And that will go ahead and kick off behind the scenes. And that's the nurture program built. Oh, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how you can enable some script on your website. So in ClickDimensions, there's ability to insert a script on your website so that you can see how your members or members of the public are interacting with your website. So all I've done is I've gone to ClickDimensions settings, I've clicked on tracking script, I'm highlighting the script in here, and I'm copying it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log into our WordPress club site, and I'm going to go ahead and insert that script in the footer of my WordPress website. So all you need to do is find the footer reference, copy and paste it in there, and then save it. So once it's been inserted on your website, you'll be able to see who is going to your membership website. So these are anonymous visitors, whereas this will now show me in total who my anonymous visitors are, as well as my current members that are interacting with our website. And when I go to page views, I'll then be able to see a breakdown of who's actually been clicking on our different web pages on our website. So just by a simple copy and paste of the tracking script into the website footer, it's now giving me all this rich information that I never had access to. And it's great. It's awesome. I can also see who's posted forms from our website, and I can also see it at an individual member record level. So again, I'm opening up one of my member records, and I'll be able to see their interactions with our website from within their member record too. So here I'm clicking on visits. I can see that this member is looking at our website, and I'm also interested to see what pages this member has viewed, and it's telling me all of that information. So the next scenario is allowing anyone to sign up for a newsletter from the website. So again, what I need to do is I need to create a web form, and within there, all I'm going to do is copy and paste some code that ClickDimensions provides. So I'm opening up the design of the web form, and within the ribbon area of this record, what I'm doing now is showing you how easy it is to create your form, which is just a drag and drop. So I've just dragged and dropped the phone from the left-hand side, and now I'm doing a preview of it. But I don't want the phone number to be included in this form, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. So this is my subscribe to our member newsletter form. So after I've saved it, I'll be clicking on embed, and this is where you can get some additional scripts which you can copy and paste into your website. So I've just right-clicked and I've just clicked copy, and I'm going back to my WordPress website. I'm going into the widgets area of the WordPress website, and I'm going to go ahead and dump that script in there. Click save, and it's simple as that. That's all you need to do. So now this is my website, and this is the form that I created earlier. So now I'm just entering anyone, so Jon Snow, any Game of Thrones fans out there. So now when I click submit, it's going to go ahead and capture that information in CRM. So now I'm going back into CRM, and I'm going to show you the form that was submitted, which is my subscribe to our newsletter. And after a couple of refreshes, Jon Snow should pop up. And there he is. And it was simple as that. So all I needed to do was create a form, embed the widget script, dump it into WordPress, and there it is. So the next thing that I want to do is allow a member to register for any of our events. The same steps apply. You create your form, you drag and drop. This time I'm showing you how to drag and drop a captcha, which is just ensuring that the person submitting the form is in fact a human and not a robot. So I'm just showing you what the preview is like. So as you can see, that captcha is down there. So save the record and then embed your form. So this time around, I'm going to select iframe, not the widget. I'm going to copy and paste this script, and again, go back into my WordPress club website, go into pages, and find the page that I want to embed that iframe into. At first, you'll be seeing the visual area, but then all you need to change it to is the text, and this will show you the raw HTML. So then this is where I go ahead and copy and paste the script. So this is what it now looks like on the WordPress site. So now I'm entering one of my existing members in here, and I can also enter a member number as well. And then this is the capture slide that I added previously, and then I hit submit. So this isn't only just limited to your members. You can also have another member of the public register a form. And there it is. So there's my member that I've just registered. And if I open up the form record, it's going to link it to my already existing member record. And again, I'll be able to see that at an individual level. So there's a form that I've just submitted on our website. And that was all today. I hope you learned a lot from it. And I'll just hand it over to Andrea.
Okay. So did anyone have any questions that they would like to ask? I'm going to unmute everybody now. Any questions at all?
Not from me, thank you.
Okay then. Well, look, if there aren't any questions, I will wrap things up. If you'd like to get in touch with us, visit our website, www.myriadit.com, and you'll be able to find all of the contact details there. Otherwise, you can email our generic email address, which is sales@myriad-it.com. Thanks for your time this morning. We'll send around a recording as well. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.